give us a holler at thelab.com.
You a jackass, dude.
It's got the autofocus. As soon as I moved out the way, it was blurry, and then
right back. Yeah, the cat down at the end of the street, man. He said he's in this meeting with Def Jam, number of black people, and he was like, "Look, it ain't the same way it used to be."
Where?
In the industry right now.
No, I mean where is it?
Okay, and we back to Are You Pondering What I'm Pondering this week. The first segment, I kind of talked about this conversation that me and this cat had. And to segue into the next segment, I'm going to piggyback off of that particular conversation. And the conversation that he had with the executives at Def Jam basically led to him trying to chart out what was the blueprint for hip-hop's longevity. And I kind of thought it was strange because it does have a blueprint, but it doesn't have a blueprint. I mean, because like right now, there is a blueprint to all of the hip-hop that's coming out. Catch a beat, a couple of catchy words, repeat every eighth bar, and you got a quick song. No song on the radio lasts longer than 2 minutes and 30 seconds, contrary to what any of you out there in TV viewer land believe. Songs on the radio are shorter to speed up the process to be able to play more. See, the blueprint is we have to start taking the artist for the artist and his voice, because the song that DJ plays in the club may not be a true representation of who that artist is or what he stands for. So the blueprint is to go back to listening and breaking down the whole work of the artist, and not just the 2 or 3 songs that we hear on the radio or see on MTV or whatever popular culture medium is promoting it at the particular moment. Dig deeper into this artist's body of work to really try to get a grasp and understand who he is or what he's coming from or what his message is or what he stands for. You feel me? I'm just going to bring out a couple of points that I thought made up the blueprint of hip-hop and why it's become such a long-standing vessel of the entertainment foundation is the originality. Let's say the first actual hip-hop album that was recorded and dropped on a radio type deal, it varies in who you asking, but let's say 75 at the earliest. This during the disco age. Rock is trying to find its place. You got blues going on, you got R&B. So it was, I mean, like a germ. So let's look at early 80s. Okay, it's still not the powerful force, or it's still not the full-fledged code that you get, but you starting to get sniffles and you starting to feel a little scratch in the back of your throat. So let's fast forward to about 90. You got a temperature then. Hip-hop actually caused the temperature in entertainment. It made everybody start to take notice. And as everybody started to take notice, the artists took notice of their opportunity to display their true craft. That's why it was original. You had rock, you had R&B, you had funk, you had all of these different alternative alternative, you have jazz. I mean, you have all these long-standing vessels of the entertainment foundation, and hip-hop came in and made everybody take notice. You have country hip-hop artists now. You have blues hip-hop artists now. Or artists that have infused blues in hip-hop. Or artists that have infused country and hip-hop. Rock and hip-hop. I mean, you got a whole following of cats now that's hip-hop artists, but they rock stars. Part of the game is that. I mean, are you pondering what I'm pondering? When did heavy metal, hardcore rockers, spikes, chains, whips, piercings, mohawks, color hair, mixed with gold teeth, chains, shell-toe Adidas, Kangos? When did they come together? I can tell you when they came together. Actually, the first time they came together was between, I want to say that's Aerosmith with the dude, Steve Tyler with the big old lips, and Run DMC. See, I'm 10, 11 years old when this stuff is happening. And it was like, wow, that was a once in a lifetime thing. But guess what? As rock started to fade out, because they got tired of seeing all that screaming and hollering and all that bouncing up and down and all crazy shit, and then they got tired of Kurt Cobain and all of the suicidal deaths and the devil worshiping and all that shit, hip-hop just said, you know what, I'm going to take all of this over. And guess what? Then you had white guys like Limp Bizkit and them say, you know what, I can infuse this hip-hop and this hardcore rock. And guess what? I'm original. Going back to the point, the key to the hip-hop's long-standing and strength was originality. That's where Eminem came from. That's where Kid Rock came from. There's a cat, Cowboy Troy. That's where he came from. It's originality. Now, everybody sounds the same. Everybody looks the same. Everybody does the same thing. There's nothing but a bunch of repetition right now. Repetition. I mean, we're just going through the motions. I mean, as consumers, see, I'm different. I'm striving to be a Renaissance man. So this shit means something to me. When the art and the things that are influencing my culture around me are at a stagnant, standstill place, I feel like one of those great philosophers or something right before one of those periods of time where everything just broke. Like the Enlightenment period. Or the Renaissance period. Where these guys got together and said, you know what, this shit can't go on the same way that it's been going on for all this time. I want to be different. I want to be original. I'm going to use different shapes, different colors, different shades. I'm going to do something totally outside the box that nobody else has done before. We're not doing that, though. So then people wonder why they album come out that they worked so hard to put out, whole album. They might get 2 spins on the radio out for that album. The rest of it dies, and then they wonder why the label pushes them to the back burner to put in a new group that's going to emulate the same commercial gimmick that's going on right now. No sense of originality. None. We just robots going in through the circle, going in through the motions. Same old thing, same old game. Come on, people. Are you pondering what I'm pondering? People laugh at me like, Russ, what you doing tonight? Man, I'm trying to figure out how to take over the world. I'm trying to do something different. I want to leave an impression on the culture. See, when it's just about money and record spins and how many cars you got and all of that, you in it for the wrong things. You in it for the wrong things. I mean, I know I'm veering off the track of the originality, but my point is that everybody's stuck on money. There's nothing original about that. So none of the material that comes out right now is original. So nobody who has any dealings in the business is original. It might look differently. Beat might be sped up or slowed down. Might have different elements on top of it, but it's all the same monotonous BS, man. Please get on my meaning. Understand where I'm coming from with this that I'm trying to tell you.